Kilkea Castle, County Kildare, the true history and haunted legends. Standing proudly in the peaceful countryside of County Kildare, Kilkea Castle is one of Ireland's oldest inhabited castles and one of its most intriguing historic landmarks. Surrounded by ancient woodlands, rolling farmland, and centuries of history, the castle has witnessed war, political intrigue, noble ambition, and countless personal tragedies. These real historical events, combined with generations of local folklore, have earned Kilkea Castle a lasting reputation as one of Ireland's most mysterious castles. While its history is well documented, many of its ghost stories remain legends that have been passed down through local tradition. Kilkea Castle was established around 1180 by the Norman knight Sir Walter de Riddlesford shortly after the Anglo-Norman invasion of Ireland. Built as a fortified stronghold, the castle occupied a strategically important location that helped control the surrounding lands. Constructed with massive limestone walls, defensive towers, and narrow windows designed for archers, it was intended to withstand attacks during an era when warfare between rival families and kingdoms was common. Over the centuries, the castle was expanded and transformed from a military fortress into an impressive noble residence. The castle became closely associated with the powerful Fitzgerald family, the Earls of Kildare, one of the most influential noble dynasties in Irish history. For nearly 700 years, the Fitzgeralds used Kilkea Castle as one of their principal residences. Their political influence extended across much of Ireland, and they played major roles in both Irish and English affairs. During this long period, the castle witnessed feasts, royal visits, political negotiations, family celebrations, and military conflicts, making it an important part of Ireland's medieval history. Life inside a medieval castle was far from peaceful. Soldiers constantly guarded the walls, servants worked tirelessly, and prisoners were sometimes confined within the castle. Disease, famine, and violent conflict were unfortunate realities of medieval life. Many people lived and died within Kilkea Castle's walls, leaving behind centuries of human stories. These real historical hardships likely contributed to the castle's later reputation as a haunted place, as generations of local people believed such places retained echoes of their troubled past. The most famous historical figure connected with Kilkea Castle is Gerald Fitzgerald, the 11th Earl of Kildare, often remembered by his legendary nickname, the Wizard Earl. Gerald Fitzgerald lived during the 16th century and was admired for his intelligence, education, and deep interest in astronomy, mathematics, and the natural sciences. During an age when scientific knowledge was poorly understood by ordinary people, his learning appeared almost magical. As a result, stories spread that he possessed supernatural powers, could predict future events, and practiced secret forms of magic within the castle. According to one of Ireland's best-known legends, the Wizard Earl never truly left Kilkea Castle. Local folklore claims that before his death, he placed himself under a magical enchantment. Every 7 years, he is said to return to the castle riding a magnificent silver horse. The mysterious rider reportedly circles the castle grounds before disappearing once again. Historians consider this story to be folklore rather than documented history, but it remains one of the castle's most enduring and beloved legends. Another famous legend tells of a mysterious woman dressed entirely in white who is occasionally reported walking silently through the upper corridors of the castle. Witnesses over the years have described seeing a pale figure moving gracefully along hallways before disappearing without leaving any trace. No historical evidence identifies the woman or confirms her existence, and several different local stories attempt to explain who she might have been. Some believe she was a noblewoman mourning the loss of her husband, while others suggest she died during one of the castle's many difficult periods. These stories remain part of local folklore rather than verified historical events. Visitors and staff have also shared stories of hearing unexplained footsteps echoing through empty hallways, doors opening without anyone nearby, and sudden cold spots inside some of the oldest sections of the castle. Some overnight guests have reported hearing faint voices or distant knocking during the early hours of the morning. While such experiences are often interpreted by paranormal enthusiasts as evidence of ghosts, they can also have natural explanations, including the sounds produced by an ancient stone building settling with changes in temperature and humidity. Another popular legend speaks of a silent medieval soldier who continues to guard the castle centuries after his death. According to local tradition, witnesses occasionally glimpse a figure wearing old armor standing motionless inside dark corridors or near staircases before disappearing moments later. Like the other ghost stories connected with Kilkea Castle, there is no historical evidence confirming these sightings, but the legend has become an important part of the castle's folklore and continues to fascinate visitors interested in Ireland's supernatural traditions. The grounds surrounding Kilkea Castle include historic gardens, ancient trees, and nearby burial sites that add to its atmospheric character. Many visitors describe the estate as peaceful during daylight but unusually quiet after sunset. The combination of centuries-old architecture, weathered stone walls, flickering candlelight, and Ireland's often misty weather naturally creates an environment where local legends feel especially vivid. Whether one believes in ghosts or not, the setting itself inspires the imagination. Today, Kilkea Castle has been carefully restored and operates as a luxury hotel and historic destination, welcoming visitors from around the world. Guests come to experience its remarkable architecture, beautiful grounds, and rich history. Most enjoy a comfortable and memorable stay without encountering anything unusual, while others leave with personal stories they find difficult to explain. The castle embraces its historical importance while acknowledging that its ghost stories are part of the folklore that has surrounded it for generations. Kilkea Castle stands today as a remarkable blend of documented history and enduring legend. Its walls have witnessed over 8 centuries of Irish history, from medieval battles and noble politics to changing kingdoms and modern restoration. Although tales of ghostly apparitions, phantom riders, and mysterious footsteps cannot be verified as historical fact, they remain an important part of the storytelling tradition that surrounds one of Ireland's oldest castles. Whether visitors come seeking history, architecture, or the thrill of a good ghost story, Kilkea Castle continues to captivate everyone who walks through its ancient gates, reminding us that sometimes the greatest mysteries are the ones that history can never fully explain.